We were the team in the country that was smashing English clubs all the time. So when the club was ejected, we felt bitterly disappointed.
I can't really face us not succeeding, if I'm honest with you. To, represent that badge, as all those other people have done over the last 100. This is actually the head coach's former office, and the materials on the floor are just part of quite an extensive archive that the rugby club had gathered over its 130-year history. Monday, March the 27th, 1972. That's 2 days after my 8th birthday. At the time, I'm a young kid growing up in South Wales. My knowledge of London Welsh at the time was, that was this very, very glamorous rugby club who'd turn up in South Wales at Easter and at Christmas, and my dad would take me down to Rodney Parade and watch.
It was absolutely wonderful. Virtually all of us went up every week, and it galvanised the club. One week you'd be playing Leicester, another week you'd be playing Wasps, rubbing shoulders again with the best players in the country too. It was great fun.
This was playing central, so you'd have a myriad of players in here, coaching staff, analysts. It was a proper working rugby club environment, and the building may have not looked particularly professional, but what went on inside of it was. We had to make a submission through the RFU's Phoenix process. You have to put a business plan in, and we didn't pass the sniff test, and it's pretty simple. If you don't pass the sniff test, don't get the licence, end of story. There was no future for professional rugby here.
It leaves a gap, it leaves a void. There were no matches to go and watch on a Saturday afternoon. What brings you together wasn't going to happen for a while.
There's an important picture there, John Dawes in the middle. John's been for a long time the president of London Welsh in all of its guises. He asked me if I'd read the 100-year centenary book, and of course, yes, absolutely, many times. His point was, it's a club that has ups and downs. That's how it's been for 125 years, 130 years, and the same will happen again. We're on a down, but we'll rise up. It was at that moment then I suddenly realised that there was a future. We did have something that was worthwhile trying to go out and trying to accomplish. And it was the same journey that many other administrators and people who'd been involved in the club had been on before.
This is the picture of Simon. He would have been under 9 or under 8, I think.
I've started playing for London Welsh when I was about 5 or 6 and been there pretty much ever since. Played through the minis with the youth, and then now to play with the men's. I can see the change in the youngster side from when I was playing 4 years ago to playing now. Sort of every training session there are 40 people out, and everyone with a sort of connection to London Welsh has really poured in and said, look, something's gone wrong, how can we sort of help to make that better?
We play in Hearts and Middlesex 1 at present. Our desire is to move into London 3 by the end of the season, and to continue that onward progression for 4 promotions in the next 5 years. That's our objective. Success is about the sustainability of the rugby club longer term. I think it's really tested our resolve. All of us are now moving together as a team in a single direction. This is the start of that 5-year journey. I'd expect to see the same dragon's heart in this first team as I would have expected in our pro team. I'm expecting the same commitment and the same desire to play in that scarlet shirt with its rampant dragon on the breast. I can't really face us not succeeding, if I'm honest with you. The thought of, not having a successful London Welsh Rugby Club as you go towards its 150th year, I just can't imagine us not having, that presence. It's an important thing for all of us, I think, to ensure that we have a continuation of our rugby club, and to, represent that badge, as all those other people have done over the last 100. If we can have a strong community base of club playing high quality of rugby, if we can have a great experience in terms of facilities at Old Deer Park, then I think all of us are going to feel pretty satisfied with that, and maybe that allows somebody else then to take that on another journey further forward again, whatever that may be. Could London Welsh play professionally again? Well, I'm not going to say no for sure, because there's all sorts of things that encompass professional rugby today. There's sevens, there's tens, there's the 15-a-side game. Let's see where we go, and let's see what happens.
If you keep winning your next match, then almost by definition, if you always win your next match, you'll be in the Premiership.
Family, that's what makes this rugby club a little different. It is a London Welsh family.